Good morning, students. This is the second session for the economic class, which we are dealing from the PUC first year subject, and it is one of the first economics part 1 book, Indian economic development, and one more we are having part 2, economics in statistics. So in the first book, Indian economic development, we are discussing the first unit. The first unit, development policies and expense experience in the year 1947 to 1990. At that period, soon after our independence, what problems we have faced, what experience we have got, that we are discussing here. So, further in that is the first chapter in this development policies and experience. First chapter we are discussing here, Indian economy on the eve of independence. Soon after the independence, 1947, what we came across, the problems, the experience, what we have taken that time, we are knowing that. And further, obviously, in the last class, we have discussed these 2 points. These points we have discussed in the first session. This is over. That is what low level economic development in the eve of colonial rule. Under colonial rule, what happened before, how we were, then under British rule how we were, that we came across from this topic. Then secondly, about the agriculture sector, that we have discussed in the last, how our nation totally depended on the agriculture sector. Nearly 85% of the people lives in village, and they were totally dependent on this. And how the British colonial rules, Britishers and the zamindars, how they have uh, ruled our system, that we came across in this second point. Now these 2 points have got over. Now two more points, what in the today's class we are going to discuss is the industrial sector. In the industrial sector, what all things came across? Okay, here industrial sector is same as compared to the agriculture sector. Why? Because our nation is not as much developed. Soon after the independence we were struggling, because every of the resources what were available in our nation, it was washed out. Means they have taken everything from our nation. The Britishers took each and everything whatever they got from our nation. For that purpose we were struggling that time. Soon after the independence, we were not able to go forward and see these all development things. As we came across the agriculture sector, the same position we are having in the industrial sector. Now one by one we'll be having the discussion. See, as in the case of agriculture sector, in the manufacturing sector, India could not develop a sound industries based on this. See, as we came to know in the last class, we were discussing about the agriculture sector. In our industrial sector, which industries are well versed and which maximum industries can be taken place at that time before independence we saw, and while British rule we saw what all things we were manufacturing here. So maximum cotton is to there, then precious stones and all the concept what we did, most probably we were very good in handicraft. Okay, so that we have seen. But when it comes to the specific to the industrial development or the industrial sector, what all things, see, India could not develop a sound industry. Points, we will take each industrial sector in a point wise so that you can easily understand. First, it means that India could not develop a sound industrial based on under based under the colonial rule. See, when the Britishers are ruling us, how we can develop? Same as the in the last session I had discussed about the movies Lagan. The Britishers were collecting the lagan from the agriculturers. Same, the zamindar used to rent them all the field for the work. That was the very precious time. They have faced the problems and got experience at that time period. Then under the colonial rule, we were unable to develop our industry also. It were not sound. Okay. Then even the country's world famous handicraft industries declined. See, due to this British rule, what they did maximum, the Britishers, they kept two options for them. They restricted whole of the policies framed by them to them, their benefit. They took the each and every advantage. How? The question arises in that they took all the raw material from our nation to British country only, their country, home country only. They used to collect all the raw material. They restricted their policies, import export policies. They restricted, and maximally they were taking all the raw material from our nation to their country, and then all the finished product they used to finish there, finished product where they used to manufacture there, and the same were brought and sold to our nation India. So due to these restrictions, the other trademark of our India was restricted and unaware of the other countries also. When the Portuguese came to our country, that time other countries also found our India as a marketing point, market sector. Means what? Each and everything resources were available in our nation. That was the main point here. Then later on, what all things went, we'll see. See, our country was famous in the handicraft industries. They also got decline. Then no commercial modern industrial biases was allowed to come up. See, other countries were not allowed. British was ruling in the sense what? British restricted all the trades, importing or exporting only to the benefit. They restricted it. Whatever they want was taken from our nation, and whatever they produce, they were bought and sold to our nation. And if they sell the same to the other nation also, they used to get the benefit of it. Why? Because the prices they used to charge for goods were higher. That was the development point. They became selfish towards their nation itself. They took and thought about the development only of their country, not about others. They were not bothered about the other countries, or they not allowed us to modernize our industry, and not allowed other countries to come and join here, make import and export. These were the things where our industrial sector never developed that time. Okay. Further, this sector needed modernization, diversification, and increased investment. What our industrial sector was needed was new technologies has to be brought here, new techniques of production, or else modernization. It was like traditional things. Now we required modernization and diversify the things. Diversify means change the route. Now due to the cotton kapus, what we call cotton, what all things we can make? Many of the now everyone sleeps on a bed, the sponge, whatever be the cotton was used, that, then cotton cloth, what we call, these are what, the our nation is much more uh, good and develop in these things. But to these Britishers, they used to take all the raw materials to them, and they used to make a finished product and bring here and sell them. Here if we would have got bit modernized techniques, or else if you had taken the diversification and the investment, if we would invest in the industry, we would have developed it. But due to these reasons, we were unable to develop ourselves. That was the main issue. We were unable. Then further, what was the primary motto of the Britishers? What they did, that only I am telling you all. They restricted everything. What is the main intention to do? See, one by one I will tell you. The primary motto behind the policy of this industrialization means what? Our industries should be closed down. Whatever we is to do, handicraft industry, then whatever the other things are there, that industries what we were having, cotton industries and all, that what, that should be disinvested. Disindustrialization means here in India, we should not have any industries only. This deindustrialization we call. The word is like this. Deindustrialization. Deindustrialization means we should not have industries only in our nation. Whatever the things are there, raw material, they should carry to their nation, their country, and same should brought and sold here. Finished product. What we can call here finished product. They used to bring here and sell them in our nation only. But this was till that extent. How they restricted. That time they took the benefit as much as they possible. That nation got developed. But still we are struggling to develop. We are developing. Our country is developing now. We are not developed yet. When we will be developed, we can compete with them head to head. See, you may have listened many of the things in the news. You may have seen that government today is buying many of the new upgraded technologies, techniques from the other countries. From America, they brought Rafale. Yes, you may know that. So, for what purpose? They have developed now. At that level, they are producing the things. And how much they cost they are charging. When you will be developed in that field, any field, that time you will do anything. Like you can handle and control everyone. That was the main intention. See, now we are having issues regarding the China and the India border, right? That time, even other countries are knowing that China is misleading the things. They are not. They are going on a wrong track. Even other countries are ready to what to help us in the sense what if we got a war, that time they will be coming for a help. If we start, China will be nowhere. In at that extent, it is the position. But due to the restrictions, due to certain committees, what the World Committee says, due to that we can't start any of the war directly. If it start in the sense what it will be a world war. Why? Because it is not a problem of our India and China. Nearly China has the border 13 or 14 countries. They are having a border. Everywhere China is doing the same. And what we have got now, the diseases, what you are facing now, seeing us online, even that is the problem raised by the China itself. This COVID-19, it started in the year 19 itself, November, December, they left the virus. Due to that virus, we all the things infected. This is what the things, it is general, out of syllabus I'm talking. This is the general knowledge about it. How the economy are being distracted here, how we are having the experience about it. Many of the things will come here. When you are thinking about the subject economics, each and every concept will be coming across it. Nowhere, no one point you can ignore here. These are the things, how you know economy is generally what we stay in our environment, whatever is happening, we are linked with this. Okay. Many of the things you will be experiencing further. Just for example purpose, what I told about the industries, industrial things, I'm telling you about this one. Okay. So further, again, what all things are there will continue. Then first thing, their primary motto was to reduce India to the status of mere export of imported new materials for the upcoming modern industries in British. Now, Britishers were ruling, their technology techniques were modernized, and whatever the India was having, the export was only restricted to the Britishers, their country only. whatever they are going to export, that was sent to only that country. And most probably more than half of our country raw materials were sent to Britishers. More than half. In the further concept, you will come to know how much, what was the ratio. In the foreign trade, in the next point, you will come to know how much trade Britishers were doing with India and how many other countries were doing. We will come to know further. Then further, to turn India into the market for the finished product manufactured by industry in British. See what the Britishers did, whatever they used to collect the raw material from our nation, they used to take to their country, and they made one hotspot for us. What spot means, whatever the finished products are there, they used to bring in India only and they used to sell here only. Now, this was their strategy. Whatever is there, we should export them. Whatever they are bringing, we used to import them. So, whose benefit it is? There. If we would have taken we would have modernized our things or took some diversification of the industry, make in the industries, we don't require the things. Then further, what all things went, I will tell you. The rate of growth of the industrial sector was low. No one helped us. Then no one provided for us the industries under the colonial government. Whatever the rule they were ruling, no one came forward to help us. Why? Because their motto was to develop only for their country. Development should be there, not our. Their motto means whatever they used to think about their country only. Then colonial government enforced discriminatory traffic policies. That what policies they framed, I will tell you, which allowed free export of raw material from India and free import for final goods from British industry in India. These policies were framed. Only when our country want to export goods, exports were made free to the British, means their country, and imports were free for our country, importing the finished goods, not other goods, exporting the raw material free for Britishers, and importing the finished goods were free for our nation, only India. Okay, that one policy framework what they have done. Then nextly, it declines the traditional handicraft industries created massive unemployment in India. When the industries decline, the handicraft industry came to decline, means reduce, that time unemployment increased. Whoever they were working in the handicraft industries, that time the employment level came down, it declined, it has been reduced. Okay, then last one point I will tell you all, the fall in supply of locally made goods created a demand for import of British goods, much to the advantage. Now see what we used to produce in our country, that goods fall down. The demand for that goods fall down, and new finished goods which the British were producing and bringing here, we were importing them. For them, demand increased. That was the things what really industrial sector experienced in the colonial rule are these points what I have discussed right now. These are the points where we got the experience of the industrial sector in the 1947, in the eve of independence. Soon after the independence, what experience we have got was this. So nearly we were unable to get a trade to other things. Now in the next point, in the foreign trade, you will come to know how we were restricted and what is the main motto or primary motto of the Britishers or British colonial rule, how we could not develop, how we could not have a trade with other countries. Okay, we should not export any goods to other countries, and we should not import goods from other countries. How they restricted, we can come to know from this foreign trade. So till here, what experience we got in the industrial sector, I told you all. Now next will be the foreign trade. Now what experience and what challenges we faced that time in the year of 1947 to 1990, what trouble we have taken to come out of that, we will see here, discuss here in this next second concept. Here see, in this foreign trade, what the Britishers did, the British government, what they did, or else colonial rules, what they had framed the policies and programs, totally we have got a burden from them. Okay, so to coming out of that, how we have struggled, these all things will be known in the further classes. This is what the basic at that time, soon after our independence, what problems we were faced and how we have developed till now, will come to know from this whole subject for this year. Okay, then further, foreign trade. Trade means what? Sending the goods to the other country, that is what exporting the goods to the other country, and importing the goods from the other country is nothing but the trade. Now here, India has been a important trading nation. India was an important trading nation. For what? Why? Because we were having each and every resources available in our nation. So it was a trading nation. For everything, whatever you require, the resources were there in India. Okay, so it is been called as important trading nation since ancient time, from the previous itself, from the starting in the from the 19th century till now, it was a trading um nation only. Then, but this restrictive policies pursued by the colonial government adversely affected the structure, composition and volume of India's foreign trade. Now, as I told you all, the government, colonial government, they restricted all the trading policies of us. What they did, I told you just now, what they used to do, they used to take all the raw materials from our nation to their nation country. Means exports were free, even the imports were free from British, but other country they used to charge for it. Means import export duties and all. Now you will be coming getting the experience further. So they used to charge for them, but these things only for them it were free. That was the main thing to be known here. So, what were the restricted policies? As I told you all, there was a free export and import. That was a big policy framed by the colonial government. Means whatever the goods they want to export, they should export to the British country only, and whatever they want to import, they should uh, import from that country only. What made this develop? Our country never developed under this colonial rule, and further, their nation was modernized and further developed. Now if you see, we call that England, then America is a developed nation, but will still we are developing. So our nation is developing, and few of the countries are there underdeveloped, which they have not yet come out of it. Few of the countries are there, that is none of our business. We will see only what we are having here. Then see further, composition of India's trade made Indian trade became an exporter the primary products such as raw silk, then cotton, wool, sugar, jute, etc. These are the points I will mention here: silk, cotton, wool, silk, cotton, wool, then sorry, wool and sugar. See, now also you may be knowing sugar and jute. See, few of them are here. Means what? It was like a primary product in our nation. What all things are more and what we maximally produce are been there here. So see further, imported importer of finished consumer goods like cotton, silk and woolen cloth, and capital goods like machinery. See what the composition of Indian trade did, you know, the raw material, these are the raw materials we used to send to whom? The Britishers. And what we used to do, the same finished product we used to take, and we used to get or take the capital goods. Capital goods means what? Like machinery is a capital good. Even we used to purchase from other, this used to export, and finished goods or capital goods like machinery we used to import it. What we used to do, these things, we were a primary supplier of these things for every country, but other countries should not make any trade. The colonial government restricted us for this. That was the intention of them. Then further, volume India's export then were then its imports. So there was a large export supplies direction. This countries refers to the countries we are trading, and British maintain a monopoly over India's exports and imports. That is what the volume, what I am telling you all, the large exports were done by our country. Due to that, our surplus was, we were getting a benefit of it. Means we used to get gaining the revenue of it. But the other thing, in exports we were exporting more, but in the import, what if from the Britishers, if we used to get any of the goods in the importing the goods from Britishers, that time they were the monopoly over the India's import and export. Import also they used to take more, and exports also they used to do more to our nation. Why? Because that time again, what the things were happening, see, raw material which has been export from our nation, we used to get the revenue. But when we want to import it, that imported goods, the final produced goods, will be more costlier than that. So that time we used to again, the expenditure is to be more for receiving or importing the goods from the Britishers. So in that, the development of whom it was, whose development it was, it was the development of the Britishers only, not our nation. Why? Because we used to get the advantage of exporting all the goods for them. We used to get the benefit in exporting, but importing, no. That were the points here. Then more than half of the Indian foreign trade were restricted by Britishers, while rest allowed few countries. Means more than half, as I mentioned now, 50%, nearly half of the trading were restricted only to the Britishers. Only they used to do, and remaining few of the part remained part, the other people or other countries were doing, like China, then Sri Lanka and Iran. The few of the countries who again had a trade with our nation with these things. Then it reduced the cost and time of transportation and made access to the Indian market easier. See, one more thing, Suez Canal. It is a route, SU is Suez Canal. This was formed, the sea route to India. What I told you all, when it was found, it was Suez Canal was opened in the year 1869. This made our nation this Suez Canal is a tunnel, that is what canal we call. Everyone, when you get a route from sea route or any of the road route, that time the trade between these countries were done very easily. That reduced the transportation cost and even the time of the transactions or the transportation was reduced. That time it made Indian market to access Indian market easier for other countries also. Then further, in other words, exploitation of Indian market was now easier. Now what happens, due to this Suez Canal, what I am using the word, due to that our nation uh, exploited exploited mean increased and made access of the market to other countries also. And lastly, I will tell you all, Indian foreign trade generated huge export surplus. At a last, our Indian trade exports were more, and even export surplus was more here, generated huge export surplus. But this surplus came to a huge cost of the country's economy, as it is let down of our Indian wealth. See, as we got a benefit of exporting goods, there was a profit. The surplus means what we were gaining. But when it comes to the importing the goods, it was very costly. Importing the goods from other country, it is a finished product, it was costlier. Raw material means lower the cost, low cost we used to sell them. But when it is finished product, when we are going to use it, means obviously the cost for that will be more. So due to this let down India's wealth fall down. And as I have told you while discussion, in the year 1990 we had financial crisis, new economic policies were framed in the year 1991. So before 90, what all things went, from the first and second chapter you are going to know here. So till these two concepts, trade and the industrial sector, we will be stopping for this today's class. Remaining these 3 points in the next class we will be discussing. So the concept of this trade policy, due to this British colonial rule, were restricted. So we were not having a development in the industrial sector, as well as the foreign trade also was made restricted towards the British only. Means free import export they were doing for their country, and many of the India got benefit from it by exporting the goods. But another point was what, when we want to import the goods, that time we got a problem of what, the huge cost we faced. Means what, it came huge cost to our country's economy, as it let down drain of Indian health wealth. Our wealth fall down. It was very costlier. We faced lot of burden now. Why? Because if we are our expenses are more than the income, that time you are going to dig up. You are going to fall down. No one is going to help you come and stay up. No one. And in the colonial government means what? Their motive was to develop their nation, not our. Due to these reasons, this time we have got very bad experience in the year. Soon after our independence also, we were under very bad condition. So these things are being displayed here. So for today's class, we will be restricting only for these 2 points, and remaining in the next class we will be ending with these concepts. Now remaining 3 points which are there, that will be discussed in the next session here. Okay, then